guys, my name is Hadley Carrington-Styles, and this is our first episode of Straight Talk. And this is Jude, my bestie slash COO, and she's also a teacher at our latest adventure, building a school. Why don't you tell us a little bit about that, Jude?
Hey guys, Jude here, bestie of Hadley, as she said, also COO at HC Productions. And our exciting news is, yes, we are building a school. It's not going to be like anything else on the grid. It is going to be for new people who maybe have a little bit of modelling experience and really want to nail down all of the skills, or maybe you've never modelled before but always wanted to. We're going to be offering some classes for people who maybe haven't got the cash to splash on the big expensive academies, but yeah, we want to include everyone. Anyone can be a model, and we want to give everyone an opportunity to have a go. So watch this space, and we will give you more information when we have it. Back
Absolutely.
to you, Hads.
So why don't we start it like this? Why don't we do our first episode about something that we both love and hold dear, modeling. That's what we're best known for, right?
Awesome idea.
That's what we should do. So let's talk about our history in modeling. What do you say, Jude? How about you? What has your history been in the modeling industry thus far?
Modeling. It's a big part of our lives, I'm not going to lie. It is probably the biggest reason that we log into SL. But when we say modeling, we really mean fashion, because it's not just modeling, it's everything that goes with it. We may not be the best models on the globe, but I meant to say on the grid. We may not be the best models on the grid, but we are passionate about it and we take it seriously. And I think that's what sets us apart from people who just throw clothes on their avatars' bodies. What, for you, Hadley, do you think is key for someone who wants to be a model?
Well, it's definitely, you just have to have a passion for it, because you know as well as I do that no one is ever going to make as much as they spend doing this. So you really have to have a want of doing this to do it, because you're never going to make any money. You will get paid at some shows, but you're going to have already spent probably twice that accessorizing the outfits from the designers and what have you. Once you get to be a little bit older, you'll have things already on hand, but especially in the very beginning, it's just going to be, it'd be really hard to find some things. As far as Jude, why don't you tell us about what got you started here? How long you've been in the modeling industry?
So my modeling experience started way back in around sort of 2012, because I've been in SL most of my life. I am only 16 in real life. So, okay, but seriously, I'm coming up, just swear, I'm coming up to 13 years in Second Life. And yeah, early on I knew I wanted to do the whole modeling thing. Styling was what took up most of my time. I would just stand in my little place, or even in a sandbox, and put on different outfits and mix and match and whatnot. And I realized, I wanted to have more of a purpose for that. I wanted to style to themes. I wanted to walk in shows, have pictures taken of me. So I went to school, graduated, but it kind of never worked out, because at that time modelling was very much geared to the US market, and I'm from the UK, and so the times clashed, and yeah, it just didn't work. So I kind of stepped away from it and got involved in other things. And then fast forward to 2018, I came back after a little break and realised everything had changed. And I was told by a very close friend who's in the fashion industry that I looked like an avatar from about 5 years ago, and it was time for me to update my look. So with a little bit of financial support, he got me there. He got me my mesh body, my mesh head, and away I went. I found myself back at school and back in the game.
Okay, so as far as it goes with me, where I got my start, I was at a fashion show one day, and the school that was putting on the show, the owner of that school, messaged me and wanted to know if I had ever thought about being a model. And I was like, no, I never thought about that before. Um, but she encouraged me that I would really have a good time, and all the people I would meet and all the fun it would be styling. And I already liked to style. So that was, enough to draw me in. And so I'm like, let's do this thing. And so I went to school there, and I graduated from there to go on to another school, and I graduated from that school. And then I took some advanced classes in styling and photography and production direction. And so after I graduated from my advanced classes, I'm like, all right, what am I going to do with all this knowledge that I've learned? And I just thought, hey, I'm going to open myself a new production company, because I've got, like I said, I've got these things that I want to do, and I want to put it out there. So how do I do that? I have to open my own. So with HC agency / production company / talk show / whatever else
A
we
lot of
come up with.
slashes.
Oh, is this a slasher movie? No, but we've got a lot of things going on at the same time when it comes to HC Productions, and it's all really exciting. And so we're going to be telling you about a lot of that stuff too. But I think we're just going to go right today, since it's our first shot. We're stumbling a little bit, and hopefully we'll get better for you guys in the near future, and hopefully you will come back and want to see some more. Just click that subscribe button, don't forget. And so as far as modeling goes for me, definitely my favorite thing to do is style. I think that's probably most models' favorite thing to do. Probably. I never took a survey or anything, but that's my favorite. And then the thing that I hate the most about modeling is posing, because I am like a prim Nazi. I will not let anything barely touch each other, or you get points off. When I'm a judge, you get points off. If I'm your agent, you get points off. You get a talking to about things like that go on. And what about you though, Jude? What are the two things that you love the most, and then the thing you hate the most?
I love the fact that we get to experiment, that we get to maybe try styles and clothes that we wouldn't normally choose to wear.
Yeah.
And also that we can wear anything. I can walk out on, like I did just a week or two ago, I walked out onto a runway wearing a table covered in food. It's just kind of crazy things like that. And it's not also what I think probably differs it from real life is there isn't necessarily the kind of stereotypical model in SL. There's all different shapes and sizes and colors, and literally, I mean, you get purple people. For goodness sake. So
I remember that show of mine, and you were totally purple with a big eyeball on top. Yeah.
It was like, so yeah, it's just a diversity here, and the fact that we can be whatever we want in SL, and modeling just kind of excuse to show it off. But it's also nice to be able to help somebody, i.e. the designer, the show producers, to meet their vision, really, to show what they've got off to the actual world. As for what I hate, posing.
Yep.
Posing is like the devil's armpit, really. It's pretty gross, and it's tough. When you get it, it's great, but getting there, I personally find really, really troubling.
Yeah, I think everybody, like I said, I haven't taken a survey, but I think everybody has problems posing, especially in the beginning. So if we're taking in new students, they'll probably have a lot of problems with that in the beginning. I know I did. You have to, make sure your hand isn't going through your leg and your purse isn't going to your head, and, all of that kind of good stuff. And so
stuff that would never affect a role model in real life.
Exactly.
Yeah. Is your hair breaking through your ear? And
exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we have really enjoyed spending this time with you today, and we hope you will all come back next week and We're going to have more topics and more interesting things than us to talk about. So please hit your subscribe button and that little button where you'll get notifications every time we send out a new video. And if you would please leave a comment below, we would really appreciate that. And tell us what you'd like to have on the show. Tell us what you want to see. More makeovers, more madness, more themes. We could dress up in different genres and come on one day. We can have pajama parties, whatever you want us to do. Just comment and let us know when we're going to have
in jelly or whatever.
Well, okay then. Yes. So as leaving it with that, I guess we're just going to sign out from now. My name is Hadley Carrington-Styles. This is my best friend,
Jude Tatham.
There she is. And we hope that we see you next time. Bye-bye.